Hello, all you beautiful souls. I wanted to jump on here and read something to you that I found to be very, very cool. So we're just going to go ahead and hop into it. Okay. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of the Kachinas, the blue and red Kachinas. The Kachina prophecies of the Hopi Indians. According to the Hopi tradition, okay, first let's go back up here. Like the Maya, those prophetic warnings were discussed in the article 2012 in the Maya calendar. The Hopi Indians of Arizona also have a prophetic tradition. They too believe that there have been previous world ages, each of which ended in a global catastrophe. But whereas the Maya believe that we are now living in the fifth world, the Hopi consider the fifth age to be the one that we are about to go into, that's about to be unfolded. Okay, so the name Hopi is short for Hopatua Shanuma, meaning peaceful ones. In fact, the Hopi concept of peace is deeply rooted in their culture, morality, and ethics. To be Hopi is to strive towards reverence and respect for all living creatures, and to live in peace with all life according to the teachings of Masal, the creator of the earth. According to Hopi tradition, Kachinas are the messengers of Masal. They are the spirit teachers of nature. Hopi predict that the new world that is about to dawn upon the earth will be heralded by the arrival of two of these Kachinas, one colored blue and one colored red. So this is how their prophecy is. When the blue star Kachina makes its appearance in the heavens, the fifth world will emerge. This will be the day of purification. It will come when the Saquasha blue Kachina dances in the plaza and removes his mask. In the final day, we will look up into the heavens and we will witness the return of the two brothers who helped to create this world in the birthing time. Paganahoya is the guardian of our North Pole, and his brother Palahagawoya is the guardian of the South Pole. Now, in the final days, the blue star Kachina will come to be with his nephews, and they will return the earth to its natural rotation. So I don't know if any of you all have heard that before about that. Okay, I know you know in past history that they've talked about how we're supposed to be like spinning different than we were before, which honestly, guys, I really don't believe that we are on a spinning ball. I don't. The more I research flat earth theory, the more I see that it's just too obvious that we've been duped. So, but the creation story, nonetheless, I have heard in the past about how the rotation goes back to the original rotation. They even talk about the sun being tied up by ropes. Like, just, we'll finish it. Let's finish this. The twins will be seen in our northwestern skies, and they will come to visit flying their patabagas, flying shields, to see who have still remembered the original teachings. They will bring many of their star family with them in the final days. The return of the blue Kachina, who is known for the Naga Sohu, will be the forewarning that tells us that there will soon be a new day, a new way of life, and a new world coming. They will start as fires that will burn within us. We will burn up as desires and conflict if we do not remember the original teachings and return to our peaceful way of life. Not far behind will come the purifier, the red Kachina, who will bring the day of purification. On this day, the earth, her creatures, and all of her life as we know it will be offered a chance to change forever. They will be there will be messages that will precede the coming of the purifier. They will leave messages to those on earth that remember the old ways. Now, the messages, this is what's cool. Like it comes through as your higher spirits, like, right? And when I first woke up to this stuff, I learned that our soul triad is actually made up of different parts of our soul. And in this, it talks about later on down in it, it talks about how at the end times we wake up to the many souls in our own bodies. It's really interesting. Um, so the messages are in other living things, and they are feelings and visions and things like that. So the messages will be found on the living stone through the sacred grains and even the waters. From the purifier will issue forth a great red light. All things will change in their manner of being. Every living thing will be given the opportunity to change from the largest to the smallest living thing. Now, another thing that it talks about how everything changes close to the end times, Revelations talks about that, how we end up changing when it's the time of Jesus's return, right? Second coming of Christ. We end up changing completely. Then, excuse me, the other thing I thought was really cool is that scientifically, we are getting more space radiation than we've gotten in the past, right? And that also causes us to upgrade or evolve or change. So, okay, it says, those who return to the ways given to us in the original teachings and live a natural way of life will not be touched by the coming of the purifier. They will survive and build a new world. Only in the ancient teachings will they have the ability to understand the message to be found. It is important to understand these messages will be found upon every living thing, even within our bodies, even within a single drop of blood. It's just like in sacred geometry. You always see the pattern repeat, 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 repeat to the smallest form. Same thing. You can have a drop of it, but you'll get the whole picture. Only those, okay, it says many will appear to have lost their souls in the final days. So intense will be the nature of these changes that those who are weak in spirit will go insane. For we are nothing without spirit, and we aren't. We're nothing without spirit. And they want to take that away from us. That's why we are seeing all this stuff happening. It says we're going to be in a time of craziness, which we are in right now. We don't even know who we are. And people are walking around soulless. And how many people have you noticed have lost their mind lately? Only those who return to the values of the old ways will be able to find peace of mind. For in the earth they will find their relief from the madness that will be around us. Many people of this time will be empty in spirit, for they will have no sampuko, no life force in their eyes. Sampako or Sampaku is life force. Sampaku is out of their eyes. The eyes are the window to the soul. So, as we get close to the time of the purifier, there will be many who walk like ghosts through their cities, through canyons they have constructed in their man made mountains. Man made mountains. Those who walk through these places will be very heavy in their walk. It will appear almost painful, as if each step they have become very disconnected from the spirit and the earth. After the arrival of the twins, they begin to vanish before your eyes like smoke. I took this as anyone who is in a negative, low vibration, they either can like try to heal that and like wake up from that slumber, or it just ends up taking them down and they end up leaving. Like it causes illnesses, it causes cancers, things like that. So let's see, there will be those who walk in their body that are not from this reality. For many of the gateways that once protected us will be opened. That's soul possession right there. There will be much confusion between the sexes. Now think about that. The children and their elders. Now, I have to say real quick, I said this a long time ago, that the confusion between the sexes and the transgender movement is a lot to do with has a lot to do with gods, angry gods, evil gods that are coming back. That's why there's so much confusion, because during this time it should be the union of the soul flame, the twin flame. That's where you combine your energies of masculine and feminine together and you balance your soul. That's the beginning of the harmony and opening up to the other parts of your soul. And they're getting confused because when you are soulless or you've lost touch with your soul, then those feelings come in and you start getting confused. It could make them think that they're something that's going on that's not. Like they might think that they're the opposite sex of what they are. This is just an idea. It's just a thought. I'm not saying anything. YouTube don't kick me off for medical misinformation, because I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just saying this could be something to think about, right? So go look at Jonathan Kahn. He talks a lot about the coming of the gods or the returning of the gods. He talks a lot about this. I said this a few years ago that that's what I thought it was. So, confusion between the sexes, the children and their elders. Life will get very perverted, and there will be little social order in these times. Many will ask for the mountains themselves to fall upon them and end their misery. Still, others will appear untouched by what is occurring. Those who remember the original teachings and have reconnected with their heart and spirit, those who remember who their mother and father are, the Pahana who left to live in the mountains and the forest. When the purifier comes, we will see him first as a small red star, which will come very close and sit in our heavens watching us, watching to see how well we have remembered the sacred teachings. This purifier will show us many miraculous signs in our heavens. In this, we will know that our Creator is not a dream. Even those who do not feel the connection to spirit will see the face of their Creator across the sky. Things unseen will be felt strongly. Many things will begin to occur that will not make sense, for reality will be shifting back. We will receive many warnings allowing us to change our way from below the earth as well as above. Then one morning we will awaken to a red dawn. The sky will be the color of blood, and many things will begin to happen that right now we are not sure of their exact nature, for much of reality will not be as it is now. Now, about the red and blue Kachinas, I have seen red and blue orbs in the sky. Now, the red dawn reminds me of the space radiation, because when you have a lot of space radiation, you will notice at sunset the sky is blood red or purple. That is a lot of space radiation. So, there will be many strange beasts upon the earth in those days, some from the past and some that we have never seen. The nature of mankind will seem strange in these times as we walk between worlds, and we house many spirits, even within our own bodies. After a time, we will again walk with our brothers from the stars and rebuild this earth, but not until the purifier has left his mark upon the universe. No living thing will go untouched here or in the heavens. The way through this time is said to be found in our hearts and returning with our spiritual self, getting simple and returning to living with and upon this earth in harmony with her creatures. Remembering we are the caretakers and the fire keepers of the spirit. Our relatives from the stars are coming home to see how well we have fared in our journey. It is time to reconnect with your spirit and earth, Mother. Peace and blessings. So that basically is the prophecy, and that is how it reads. What makes it profoundly significant is the outline of the physical changes that will happen to the earth and the changes in the body. I think that is so interesting, you know. It's as simple as it makes me realize that we are changing definitely in frequencies, and that it's a matter of changing the channel and the frequency of that channel. And so that is how, like, if you can't change your frequency, how are you going to survive in the new atmosphere of Earth? Basically, Earth's atmosphere is changing, and that's what's happening. So, anyways, I hope this was of some interest to you. I thought it was cool. I love it. I love it. We'll go ahead and talk about some other stuff and some other videos coming up. I will be returning back this weekend for tarot card readings. I'm going to go ahead and set it up here in a few minutes for tomorrow. I couldn't do anything this past weekend because it was Easter, but I really hope to see you all on my live for a free reading. Some things have changed and opened up, so I will be able to start posting more and growing the channel more. So, hey guys, remember to be the reason someone believes in good people, and I will see you on the next one.